Hey guys, Tara here. Welcome back to another video on BeamNG Drive, this time Race Mania. And if you have missed the previous episode or the ones before, definitely do go and check the ones out so you know the rules for this series and the results of the cars and just the crashes that have happened before. So for this time, I think this is episode 4. You can see I've tried to change things up a bit. It's still the same track, but this time it's going in the opposite direction. And if you watched the video last time, you'll know that there's 4 new cars to go this time, and the first one is one at the front at this time, the Fiat 1. Yeah, really little old car, got some decent straight line speed but hasn't got the best acceleration in the world. And then the second car is a pizza car. Well, it's got the paint of a pepperoni pizza, but it's actually a Corvette Stingray. And surprisingly, this thing wasn't all that fast. I mean, it's got some okay acceleration, but in terms of pure straight line speed, isn't the fastest in the world. And then also another change I've noticed: the further back each car, so the faster the cars go back, the bigger the gap there is to the car in front. So the lime green Sunburst here is the middle car, has a bigger gap to the pizza car in front than the pizza car has to the Fiat 1. Then the fourth car was last time's winner, the ETK I-Series, and this time it's starting as the fourth car and not the third because there's no F1 car to go this time, but I have still got a ridiculously fast car to go at the end, and that is the Burnside drag car. And this thing is a monster in a straight line, and that's why I'm starting it so far back. And depending on what cars I have, the gaps between them may vary. So like if I had the F1 car still, the F1 car will be probably quite a bit further back than what the Burnside is. So once again, as usual, before all the cars get going, remember to vote for who you think is going to win this in the comments down below. I'm going to turn the time down to set all the cars off once again, and this time I think the Sunburst, the lime green car, has a pretty good chance since it's a 2-litre turbo and it's 4-wheel drive, so it's got some decent acceleration and some decent top speed, but the gaps between these cars really will not last very long. So let's start on board here with the best looking car on the grid, the pizza car. Now I'll set all the cars off, and this time also I'm going to try and leave the cars just to get to on their own a bit more, so when they have crashes, unless they actually get stuck together, then I probably will just leave them alone unless something needs separated. So bits that get stuck or things like that are dangling, unless they're causing significant issues, I will probably just leave them alone. I see the pizza car is gaining on the Fiat, but you can see in terms of top speed they're pretty much neck and neck. Now here comes the Sunburst already onto the back of the pizza car, and now that's going to be the nudging now between the top three. Actually, that's dented the bonnet of the Sunburst quite a bit there, quite a bit more than I thought it would. Now these three are neck and neck now, coming now into what is actually the second corner this time, not the second to last corner. Now through the chicane, the Sunburst gets out a bit wide, and actually no, the Fiat's gone. Are these two going to get around it okay? They're going to go side by side. The Fiat looks like it's parked up, and now these two is going to rub doors now. But now, don't tell me the Fiat's going to come back on track in front of these two, is it? I think it's going to get going again pretty soon. Yeah, it does. But now the fastest car has just been deposited right in front of the slowest. And now the pizza car is still in the lead, but only just now being nudged quite a bit here from the Sunburst, but in a straight line. There's not going to be much between the top three. They've still got the ETK catching up, and now the Burnside right onto the back now of the Fiat. I would not want to be the Fiat right now. It's just getting shoved along now. Has the Fiat lost it? Has the Fiat lost it? I think the Fiat's going round, is it? Yep. The Fiat is going round. Just gotta hope though that he gets back going again in the right direction. And it looks like it's reversing, so I think it's going to get going the right way again. Now these two still pushing each other along here up in the front. As I said, the pizza car doesn't have the best straight line speed in the world. That's like the Sunburst, not really being able to do much about him, and they're not stuck together, so it's just the nudging that's going on isn't just really enough. The pizza car can take the nudging from the Sunburst, and the ETK still in pristine condition, untouched by any other car yet. And the Burnside looks okay as well from nudging the Fiat, which is going in the right direction. That's a good sign at least. Now these two now coming up towards the end now of the back straight, and they're still got a bit of a lead over the ETK, but the ETK is now catching up and is going to make a bit of a nudge on the Sunburst coming into the corner. No, but the pizza car is doing well to defend from the ETK, you know, but the Sunburst gets a bit slow over the jump, and now they're in a bit of a crush. They're going to go 3 wide just momentarily. Now here comes the Burnside now getting involved. Oh, this has been quite the crash now. It's not working out well for the pizza car and all of that. The pizza car has just gone from 1st down to 4th throughout all of that, but I think it's going to get it going again in the right direction. But now this is where the real fight is now, between the ETK here and the Burnside. Now the fight for P3. Is that the light? Is that the light of the Burnside now somehow managed to get stuck underneath it? It looks like it has, but now the Burnside shoving the ETK along, and I think the ETK might get spun round here. I mean, it's going slowly, so I don't think they're stuck together. Is the pizza car going the right way? The pizza car is still going in the right direction. Now the Sunburst has actually got a pretty decent lead over these two, because I think the Burnside is, there he goes, finally managing to actually shove the ETK around. It's been meaning to do it now for quite a while, but finally he managed to just turn the ETK around. And the ETK having a few issues, it looks like, but it's stalled, but it's managed to get going again. And hopefully it gets going in the right direction, although it is having quite a few issues. It's stalled once again, and then it goes the Fit, and now the ETK down into last place. But it does, though, get going again. And now, where's the Sunburst? The Sunburst is still in the lead. Okay, I thought the Burnside may have taken it out and actually caught up in all of that. No, the ETK, though, has got going again, but it's got all the work to do now, remember, because it won last round, so it needs to win this race as well to go through into the next round. The Burnside's now just got a clear shot to try and chase after the Sunburst now, because it shouldn't be too long until it catches up to the Sunburst, because, I mean, the Sunburst has decent acceleration, but it's nothing compared to a drag car in a straight line. Nothing except the F1 car can beat the Burnside for straight line speed, but the brakes on the Burnside won't be the best since, well, it's a drag car, so it's not meant to, it's meant to use a parachute to brake. Now the pizza car, in pretty much in no man's land of its own, I don't think, it looks like the Fiat might actually be catching it, so the Fiat with some pretty decent cornering ability, given, well, since it's not the fastest car in the world, so around the corners it should be pretty okay. And now the Burnside putting that power down now, chasing after the Sunburst, which is going to lead towards the end of the first lap, I would think, but it's not going to be much longer now until the Burnside here is right on the back of it. Now the Burnside having to go so early on the brakes, and now it's going to slam right into the back of the Sunburst, and now it's pretty much letting the Sunburst know that it's here. But actually, the Sunburst was actually a pretty good brake for the Burnside, because the Burnside, I imagine, would have had to brake quite a bit more if it hadn't have whacked into the back of the Sunburst. And now, it doesn't matter which of these two wins, since it's the first time round for both of them, so these two could work together to try and get through to the next round, and the light is in an interesting place now on that Burnside. I don't know how it's managed to get where it has, but strange things happen in these races. And now the Fit's still on its own, but the ETK is catching up, and now, oh, the Sunburst not looking a bit worse way on the back. Now the bumper's gone, and it's gone round. Oh yeah, that little nudge just with the acceleration. Oh, that's a pretty crippled rear bumper. And is the Sunburst going the wrong way? No, it's just trying to turn itself around, but not in the fastest way. Now here comes the pizza car to come back in it, but if it gets going again, it should stay in front of the pizza car, use that four-wheel drive to good effect. And now the Sunburst is back going once again. The ETK still, though, with it all to do, not even caught up to the back yet of the Fiat. In the Fiat, it's got 3 windows missing, and the bumper doesn't look the healthiest on the back of it, but as long as it doesn't finish last, it will get through into the next round. And then the pizza car, despite being taken out before, actually looks, well, there's a little dent in the door, but otherwise it looks in fairly mint condition for a pizza car. And now the Burnside already at the end of the straight course, heavy on the brakes, because the brakes really on the best, you have to brake quite early. Now it actually looks like it's got quite a bit of understeer. It's not actually made the corner. The Burnside's gone straight on. Can he stop before it hits the one that's on the grass? Got no control, and it's going to smack into the barrier. And as the Burnside just thrown away the lead, and the front of the car isn't dragging on the floor. So actually no, it's on fire. The Burnside's on fire. Can he get going though in the right direction? Has he got enough life left in it? It's on fire, so surely it's not going to last much longer. Remember the Legrand from a few episodes ago? I think it was the last episode, where it just became a complete fireball and really didn't last much longer. Now the Burnside's having a lot of issues, just reverses into the wall. What is the Burnside doing? Now he gets back onto the track, it's still in the lead, just with all of that straight line speed. Actually, no, here comes the sunburst in all of this. The sunburst has got back now into the lead, and the Burnside's having issues. I don't know what it's doing, but what? The fish just combusted for absolutely no reason. The pizza car's spun itself around, and here comes the ETK to spin it around again. Does it now? The bumper's gone. Oh! The Burnside right on the racing line. It's just being whacked out. And now about the pizza car. Can that get going again? It's eating the bumper of the ETK, but it's managed to dislodge itself. But now the Sunburst has somehow got into the lead from all of this. The ETK's a bit worse for wears. The Burnside has now got going. I don't know where it's going. Okay, I think it wants to go the other way, so I'm going to slow down time, put it in the right direction again. And actually, while I'm at it, I think yeah, I think the bumper's dragging, so I'm going to remove that as well. Let's turn up the force so it actually pulls off the bumper, or well, the front of the car as well. But I don't think that's going to make any difference here. Oh, the wheel's gone, which isn't what I was intending to grab, but now the front bumper definitely needs to come off now so it actually gets some, so it doesn't just drag along the floor. But now to turn off the Burnside and put it in the right direction, now if you can just limp to the finish on 3 wheels, then it will be through into the next round. And now I just need to get it going again. Oh, there goes the fiery fit. But now the Burnside, oh, Burnside, not the most controllable car in the world, but that's not surprising really, since it's well, it's on 3 wheels now, and just the amount of power it had, it wasn't the most controllable of cars anyway. So hopefully now the Burnside should be going in the right direction, and it is, just not the quickest. And the fiery fit has no idea why it's combusted, but he's just passed the ETK. The ETK's having real issues. Oh wow! I think some of that may have been caused by, well, I don't think this being in the front, this wheel isn't in the best condition, so if I can just remove this piece of bodywork, I think that may have fixed something. But I'm going to get rid of this, well, I guess it's more of a splitter than a bumper, see if that makes any difference. But there's no way this is catching up to the Sunburst out in the lead. And now the Burnside limping. But is the ETK going to try and do anything to take it out so he doesn't come last at least? Now the Burnside on 3 wheels is going to make its way past the ETK, and surely this is the beginning of this. Surely this is it for the ETK, and that's it for the Fiat, which is now just going to get ploughed into. Is it by the Legrand? I want to keep calling it a Legrand. It's a Burnside, but it's going to be a hard hit right onto the back of the Fiat, and that's done a lot of damage, I imagine, to the Burnside probably as well. No, the Burnside's actually got going, I think. Well, it's still going out of all of that, so now let's put everything back now into full speed. I mean, that was on the side of the Burnside that actually works as well. But it gets going. But now, is the Fiat in line to be hit by the ETK? I think he's just going to nudge the wheel. Actually, no, I don't think he could get any closer than that, but I have no idea what happened to the Fiat. But it just randomly combusted for what looked like no reason. But now, onto the start finish rate already. Coming onto the finish line to win is actually the car that I chose, the Sunburst. So I thought it did, got some pretty decent speed in it. And just with its good starting position, the Sunburst takes the victory and is going through into the next round. But it does have to win the next round if it wants to stay in, though. But now the next car to cross the line is not going to be the ETK. It's going to be the pizza car. It actually wasn't that far behind, so a decent run from the pizza car. Actually, it got spun around, what, 2-3 times? And just from looking at it, it's in fairly mint condition, so unless you actually saw the hits, which we did, the pizza car actually looks mint condition, so I don't know if that's a little dent on the back of it. I think there might be a little dent there, but otherwise, this thing is about 97% mint condition, and mechanically, crucially though, all still works fine. But the question is though, is it going to get stopped before it smacks into the back of the Sunburst? Are they going to be heavy under braking? Is it going to stop? No, it's going to whack into the Sunburst after finish line. It actually opens the door, and that's done quite a bit of damage there. So I'll say, actually, the pizza car is actually quite hollow inside. It's probably a good job that it didn't take any crash damage before. Now, where's the Burnside going? It's not going the place it needs to be. Now, it's not got much further to go, but can it keep going? I know it's been on fire for quite a while, but it's got the speed, no doubt, but with how damaged it is, has it got enough life left to make it to the finish line? Because honestly, I want to see more of this Burnside in future rounds. And this is the fastest of the Burnside, which is going somewhere. I don't know where it's going. It just seems when it gets onto the grass, it just has no control over where it's going. Now, what about the ETK? The ETK, is that still going? Yeah, that's still going. It's absolutely crawling at this point, but it is still going at least. The Burnside, it's trying to get back going again, but now it's it's got itself stuck in the gravel. So going to need some more assistance to get out of the gravel trap. I've put it on disabled so I can take control of the Burnside, and let's put the speed back into full. And I'll see if I can get it out. Oh no, this thing is very, very stuck in this gravel trap. And I go, why did it just disappear off the track? I mean, yeah, it's stuck. So I think I'm going to need to actually pull it free from the gravel trap, like physically pull it. So if I can just get hold of the roof and just pull it forward a bit, so you can try and get a bit of forward momentum going to try and free the Burnside. Now try and put the power down while it's off the ground. I mean, that worked a little bit, but I'm going to need to pull it quite a bit more. It's this side that needs pulling out before the car actually just straight up dies. And there we go, just lift it out of the gravel trap, and now I should be able to put the power down now. And indeed I can. The roof looks well, it's more of a pointy roof now, but the Burnside though is back on track and can now get going again. It's only got one more corner left to go, but it wasted a lot of time there being in the gravel trap. So if it doesn't make it to the finish line, then it has itself to blame. But it's only got one corner left to go in a straight, and even on 3 wheels, this thing's going to be an absolute monster in a straight line. The ETK, is that still going? The ETK is still going. It's absolutely crawling though. That crunch on the I think it was the Burnside earlier on the first, well, when you got to the top of the straight, really was its downfall, and the Burnside has gone off again. So yeah, this is going to need fixing once again. The Burnside, if I'm giving it every chance to get to the finish line, but it just doesn't want to take any of these chances to actually get to the finish line. I mean, I've never had to rescue a car this much before. I mean, yeah, sure, I've turned cars round before, but getting stuck in a gravel trap, at least we know the gravel traps actually do their job of being a gravel trap, so that's something at least. I know the gravel traps on this game actually work. Now I just need to get hold now of the Burnside and pull it free once again of the gravel trap. No, I mean, it's under no pressure from the ETK, and even if the ETK beats it, it doesn't matter, because the ETK isn't through into the next round because it needed to win, and now the Burnside's going the wrong way, is it? Is it going to get turned? Nope, it's going to nudge the wall, and this Burnside's making a real hash of going again. Now, actually, the ETK is actually crawling down the straight now, and now the Burnside does get going again, but can he get the little bit of turning left it needs to do? And yes, it can. So I think now, if it just goes in a straight line, then it's going to make it to the finish, but it's been on fire for such a long time, so I don't even think... And it's going to make it hit the wall! Oh, that was so close! But it's got stuck again! It's having so many issues. And now, what's it doing? Burnside, what are you doing? Oh, so many issues, but I can't drive it across the finish line. It being on 3 wheels, it's having so many issues. And the ETK is actually coming up to possibly overtake it, but now it's got going again. Now, can you get going just in a straight line to stay off the grass, Burnside? You've just got a little bit further to go, and then you've made it to the finish line. Now, come on, Burnside, use all that drag power. Oh, something that was not fun. I think, well, the tyres are deflated, but I think that's the least of its problems. If you can just keep the power down, then it's going to make it the front tyres deflated, but it actually might be a blessing in disguise. Now it's going slower. It's actually going in a straight line now. It's got a puncture. Now can it just waddle its way over to the finish line? Is it going to make it? It should make it now. Even if it conks out now, it will cross the finish line. And now the Burnside is going to cross the finish line, so the Burnside will be through into the next round. And let's hope next time he can actually get round that corner at the top of the straight, and that's going to pull off to the side of the track very, very quickly. I was expecting it to go a bit further than that, but now the ETK, it's limping, but it is going to finish at least. But because it didn't win, it's unfortunately out of the next round. I mean, things just didn't go very well for it. Honestly, at the start when he got spun around by the Burnside, I mean, it looked like he was going to spin around for ages, but eventually the Burnside did take it out. I mean, from the back of it, actually, it must be something internal. I mean, the engine is pretty crushed. I don't know why it's limping so badly, but it does though actually cross the finish line. So it can finish with dignity, but only lasted 2 episodes. So it seems every car that wins isn't doing the best job of defending its wins. I mean, to be fair, it did start quite a bit further back than what it did last time, but that was the same for all the cars, and that stopped instantly. So now then, the Fiat dead on the track, and that's going absolutely nowhere. And I had high hopes for the Fiat, and oh, that is quite a raised rear axle there. But unfortunately, the Fiat, well, this version of the Fiat is out and won't be making it through into any future rounds. The pizza car took a whack at the end after it crossed the finish line, but yeah, it does look really hollow inside actually. But the pizza car still drives perfectly fine. And I think if we can just have a bit of luck on its side, it is going to have to stay out of any crashes. So, oh, the brakes are horrible. How did this thing ever stop before? No wonder it smashed into the back of this time's winner, the Sunburst. And the Sunburst, yeah, the Sunburst drives perfectly fine. I mean, yeah, the bumper's a bit crushed underneath. Honestly, when he got taken out by the Burnside, I didn't think he was going to win. I thought the Burnside, obviously, once the Burnside got in the lead, I thought that was it. It was going on for the win. The ETK, it does still work, but oh, it is pulling horribly though. I can't even get it off of the grass. No wonder it was going so slowly. I don't think the front left's actually doing anything. I mean, it turns, but I don't think it's doing anything. Actually, that's a lot faster than what the AI was driving it. So there was a lot more pace left in this car than what the AI was showing from it. And now the Burnside, does this thing still work? Oh, yes it does! On 3 wheels, it had an absolute nightmare to get to the finish, and this thing does not turn. I mean, on 3 wheels, it's not going to turn very well anyway. No, but it does still work though. Still got a lot of power, and honestly, once it caught fire, I was thinking when you saw the Fiat die earlier on, that would be it for the car. Now then, taking a final look here at the Victor, the Sunburst. So that's been this episode of Race Mania. Thanks for watching. Remember to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you're new, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Remember to check out my Twitter, Facebook and Instagram, which will all be in the description below. And I'll see you all next time.